Imagine two identical products. The first costs $25 plus $5 for delivery. The second costs $30, but shipping is free. The final total is exactly the same, and yet for many shoppers, the second offer somehow feels better, cleaner, safer, almost cheaper. That reaction is not just a small quirk. Research has found that people treat a price of zero differently from an ordinary discount. Free does not simply feel inexpensive. It can make an offer seem disproportionately attractive. Experiments on online marketplaces have also shown that changing how the same total price is divided between the product and shipping can change buyer behavior. So when a store removes the delivery fee from the checkout screen, something important happens. The cost has not necessarily disappeared, but the moment when you notice it has. Because every package still travels through a very real and very expensive system. Before an order reaches your door, it may need to be stored in a fulfillment center, picked from a shelf, packed, labeled, sorted, loaded onto a vehicle, transferred between facilities, and delivered through the final mile. Each step requires buildings, technology, equipment, energy, transportation, and human labor. The scale is enormous. Amazon reported more than $102 billion in worldwide shipping costs in 2025, up from more than $95 billion the year before. Its definition includes inbound and outbound transportation, along with costs connected to sortation and delivery centers. That number does not mean every Amazon delivery loses money. It shows something simpler. Shipping remains a massive physical expense, even for one of the largest and most optimized logistics networks in the world. So if the customer sees $0 beside the word shipping, the bill must be handled somewhere else. The simplest explanation is that the retailer absorbs the cost. And sometimes that is exactly what happens. A company may temporarily accept a lower margin to win a customer, promote a product, clear inventory, or compete with another store. But absorption does not mean the delivery became free. It means the business decided that another benefit was worth paying for. The cost can also be supported by the wider economics of the company. Amazon says it tries to mitigate shipping expenses through higher sales volume, a more efficient fulfillment network, improved supplier terms, and operating efficiencies. In other words, scale and optimization can make each delivery less expensive, while revenue from the broader business helps support the system. Product margins may also contribute, but public information usually cannot tell us exactly how much shipping cost, if any, has been placed inside the price of one specific item. It would be misleading to claim that every $30 product contains a hidden $5 delivery charge. The more accurate picture is a network of possible payers: the retailer, the customer through the product price, another part of the business, or even future purchases the company hopes to generate. Free shipping is not one accounting trick. It is a flexible business decision about where the cost will be felt. But one of the most effective versions does more than move the cost. It changes how much you buy. You have probably seen the message, "Add $12 more to unlock free shipping." Suddenly, the choice is no longer between paying for delivery and not paying for delivery. It becomes a choice between paying a fee that feels wasted or adding another product that feels useful. In the United States, non-Prime Amazon customers can qualify for free delivery on eligible orders after reaching $35. Walmart also generally applies a $35 minimum to free delivery from a store, even though other forms of shipping can follow different rules. Research using data from an online retailer found that shipping charges influenced both whether customers completed a purchase and how much they spent. Free shipping promotions and order thresholds could generate additional sales and larger baskets. But there is a twist. More sales did not always mean more profit. Some promotions remained unprofitable after the retailer lost shipping revenue or failed to generate enough additional spending from certain customers. For the shopper, the calculation can be just as deceptive. Spending $15 on an unwanted item to avoid a $5 shipping charge does not save $5. It spends $10 more. The threshold works because the extra product feels like value, while the delivery fee feels like nothing. Memberships move the cost again, this time away from the individual order and into a recurring payment. In the United States, Amazon advertises Prime at $139 per year, or $14.99 per month. Walmart Plus advertises an annual price of $98. In the United Kingdom, Amazon Prime costs £95 per year, or £8.99 per month. After that payment has been made, each eligible delivery can feel free because no new shipping charge appears at checkout. Economically, however, the customer has prepaid for access to a bundle of benefits that includes delivery. That bundle matters. These memberships can include entertainment, discounts, fuel savings, and other services, so it would be unfair to assign the entire membership fee to shipping. A frequent shopper may receive genuine value far above the price paid, but the structure changes how the cost feels. A large annual payment becomes psychologically distant from the package arriving today, and membership does not always remove every threshold. In parts of the United Kingdom, Prime customers still need an eligible £20 basket for free, same-day or overnight delivery. Below that amount, an additional fee can apply. So even inside a paid free shipping program, the system may continue steering basket size, delivery speed, and customer behavior. Then there is the person almost completely hidden from the checkout page: the seller. On a marketplace, a product may be advertised with free shipping, but someone still pays for the packaging, fulfillment work, and carrier label. Depending on the platform and arrangement, that cost may be absorbed by the marketplace, shared through a program, or paid directly by the seller. Official eBay fee information shows how quickly the economics become layered. Its final value fee is generally calculated from the total amount of a sale, which can include the item price, shipping collected from the buyer, taxes, and other applicable charges. In examples involving free shipping, the seller's proceeds are shown before the actual delivery cost is deducted. That means removing the shipping line from the buyer's screen does not remove the shipping label from the seller's expenses. If the seller funds delivery, the cost can reduce the seller's margin. The seller may then accept less profit, raise the product price, improve efficiency, or decide not to offer free shipping at all. We cannot assume that every marketplace uses commissions specifically to subsidize customer deliveries. Public fee structures vary, and internal agreements are not always visible, but the basic tension remains. The buyer sees a simple promise, while the seller sees packaging, fees, fulfillment, transportation, and a margin that must still survive after all of them. This is why free shipping is so powerful. It solves a psychological problem at the exact moment a sale is most fragile. Baymard Institute's 2025 data found that after excluding people who were only browsing, 39% of surveyed US shoppers who abandoned a checkout cited extra costs such as shipping, taxes, and fees. A product can feel affordable while it sits in the cart, then suddenly feel expensive when new charges appear at the final step. Free shipping removes that unpleasant surprise. But it does not need to remove the economic burden behind it. The cost may be accepted by the retailer as a promotion. It may be supported by product margins or wider business revenue. It may be prepaid through a membership. It may encourage a larger basket. It may reduce a seller's margin. And in many cases, several of these mechanisms can operate at the same time. Different customers may also pay different parts of the bill. A frequent member may receive more delivery value than the membership costs. An occasional shopper may buy an unnecessary item to cross a threshold. A customer purchasing a high-margin product may be easier for the retailer to serve than someone ordering a single low-margin item. So the central trick is not that every company secretly adds the same shipping fee to every product. The real trick is more subtle. Free shipping does not erase the cost. It erases the moment when the cost feels painful. And that does not make every free shipping offer a bad deal. A retailer may genuinely absorb the cost. A membership may save a frequent shopper money. Waiting and combining purchases can make a threshold useful rather than manipulative. The practical rule is simple. Ignore the label and compare the complete offer. Look at the final delivered price, any recurring membership cost, delivery speed, return conditions, and whether you would have bought the extra item without the threshold. The next time a store promises free shipping, do not ask whether the truck, warehouse, package, and driver somehow became free. Ask where the bill moved. And if two stores charge the same final total, which would you prefer? A lower product price with an honest delivery fee, or a higher all-inclusive price carrying the powerful word free?